Would you like to learn how to bake this bread with fresh milled flour? Stay watching this video. Good morning, everyone. Today, unboxing day, and it's going to take a while. Let's open up this first box. What? Oh. Max Fresh Sai Komo. Oof. Wow. Platform Baneton. Wow. Wow. Oof. And finally, here I have totally unpacked the full line of the Komo family mills. They're all artisan, made of wood and stone.
Good. Now that we've opened all the boxes, why don't we check some of these mills more in detail?
Let's begin with the PK1. It's shaped in a more traditional way and it has a homey feeling to it. It's very classic and perfect to mill any type of grains. It is a very robust mill. It is fully made with beechwood and it's super easy to use. We can mill wheat, spelt, rye, kamut, einkorn, barley, green spelt, and plenty of other cereals. To access the mill core, which is a grinder, we just need to unscrew the hopper. It is so easy to do. Here they are. They are two grinding stones completely made out of ceramic, and they are almost indestructible. They last a really long time, so there's no need to worry. We will have homemade flour for years to come. Start milling your grains is just too easy. We remove the hopper stop and you start adding your grains. In this case, I'm milling organic wheat grains. What's best about Komo is that you can set how thick you want the grinding to be. This means we can choose the texture we want in our flour. It can be super fine or it can be super thick. This can be done by just moving the hopper to the left or to the right, and the flour will come out of the pipe underneath. To turn it on, you just need to press one button. Making homemade flour has never been this easy and fun. We can easily see the texture of our flour once it comes out. As you can see, today I went for intermediate grinding, but as I said before, we can set it to be more refined or thicker. We can even regrind the flour. There are plenty of benefits to making your own flour. The first one is that we are making 100% homemade flour with the whole grain extraction. This means that we have all the fiber, all the minerals, and all the flavor from the recently milled grains. Now let's move to the Fitibus XL Plus. This mill is bigger and belongs to the newer lines of mills, and it is meant for professional use. It has a super powerful 600 watts engine, which will help you to grind even faster. With the Fitibus XL Plus, you can grind soft grains such as wheat, spelt, rye, kamut, einkorn, barley, and the list goes on. You can also grind hard grains, spices, legumes, and even coffee beans. Like the rest of the Komo mills, you can easily access the grinding stones by unscrewing the hopper, and that's how you get to the core, to the ceramic stones. For this demonstration, I will also use wheat grains, which are the most common when you're baking bread. And as you can see, you can also choose the type of grinding that you want, thinner or thicker. It is super easy to set it up. Now we place a basket underneath the mill pipe. We turn it on, and there you have We are now grinding and we have our own wheat flour. What's interesting about this mill is the speed at which it grinds. Having a bigger engine allows it to grind faster, which allows us to have a bigger quantity of flour in less amount of time. This is a nice tip to know for those who want to have their own flour at their bakeries or at the tip of their fingers in their small shop. This is a texture that I choose. Remember that you can easily set the texture that you want. As I mentioned before, you can also mill your own coffee beans. This comes in handy when we are making breakfast in the morning and we want that fresh cup of coffee to go along with it. Grinding your beans is as easy as grinding any other grain. We place the coffee beans inside the hopper, we choose the fineness of grinding, and we turn it on. Tell me if it doesn't look delicious. I bet you want to drink some coffee now. Remember that it's very important to clean the mill before and after grinding coffee, so that it doesn't have any unwanted grains in there. Let's move on to the Duet 200. It's a 2-in-1 mill with the 600 engine. What's interesting about it is that it serves two purposes. On one hand, on the left side, you can grind your grains just like all the mills we've seen before. On the other hand, on the right side, we can grind oil seeds, such as linseed, oats, poppy seeds, chia seeds, sesame, and many more. In this case, I'm making some oat flakes, which are the perfect for breakfast. They are so easy to make. Now it's time to talk about the Flocman, which, as its names indicate, it's to make flocks or flakes. On top of that, I really like that we can also grind spices. I also love its design because it doesn't look like any of the others. Just like we did with the rest of the mills, we can easily choose the fineness of the grinding, using this knob and moving it around. We open the hopper and place the pepper grains in there. Now we turn it on and we have fresh ground pepper. The aroma is out of this world. And remember that Komo has plenty of other mills to choose from, such as the Fidibus Classic and the Komo Mio, which are super colorful, modern and fun. They also have the Fidibus XL and many other more to pick from. Okay, time to bake some bread. But before we start baking bread, what do we need? We need some flour. So here I have some whole wheat grains. They are bio from here, from the surroundings of Barcelona. And in order to make some flour, I'll be using today the Komo Classic. I open up the lid and pour all the grains in it. This dot here will indicate which kind of flour do we want. Here, if we move it to the right, we'll move to gross. That means in English, coarse. And on the other way, if we move it to the left, we'll go to the fine, which is, in English, fine. So, this way we select what kind of flour do we want. In this case, I'll be using fine flour. Now, the only thing that I need to do is to press the button. And here we have all the ingredients that we need to make our own bread. First ingredient, strong bread flour. Second one, the whole wheat flour that we just milled. Sourdough starter, salt, and water. Let's go. Okay, time to bake. Here we go. Carlos, please help me.
Amazing.
Okay, we'll be using this deck oven, which is preheated at 250 degrees centigrade, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
And they will be baking for around 25 minutes. Time to smash.
Right.
Okay, time for steam.
No, it's automatic.
Ah, it's
Automatic, amazing.
okay. Okay, what do you think about the bread? Are they ready or not?
Spectacular.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful loaves, Carlos.
Amazing.
Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please let me see in your comments, share it, like it, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you want to learn more about sourdough bread and sourdough starter, I encourage you to check the link on the description. And remember, this masterclass was especially designed for you.